Yesterday was day 174 of protests in the city of Elizabeth City and County of Pasquotank County, North Carolina, over the assassination of Andrew Brown Jr., committed by the Pasquotank County Sheriff's Department on April 21st, 2021. For those of you that do not know, 7 sheriff deputies. Their names are Robert Morgan, Daniel Meads, Aaron Llewellyn, Stephen Judd, Kenneth Bishop, Michael Swindle, and Joel Lunsford rode on the back of a pickup truck with machine guns as they were apparently going to serve a, quote, search warrant. We all know that Tommy Wooten, the sheriff of Pasquotank County, authorized and commanded them to murder Andrew Brown Jr. under the auspices of being a drug dealer. There is no way in hell that you need 7 sheriff deputies with machine guns to serve a search warrant for someone who's a non-violent person who has been known in the community to actually be afraid of violence. So, or at least, not necessarily afraid. I don't want to put that out there, but, not someone who's going to commit violence, I should say. There were no guns found because he didn't have a gun. They shot him in the back of the head as he was trying to escape the oncoming onslaught of the Ku Klux Klan. In their attempted and successful assassination of Andrew Brown Jr., they managed to fire bullets into nearby houses that had nothing to do with the incident, and they managed to fire bullets on the same street as a school at 8:30 in the morning, folks. So these people were reckless, they were disgusting, and they acted without any attempt whatsoever to preserve the life of Andrew Brown Jr. He was executed, shot in the back of the head, and we, the people of Elizabeth City, have reason to believe that the murder of Andrew Brown Jr. was premeditated. Now, if you want to prove that it wasn't premeditated, release the tape. They've only released 20 minutes to the family, and it's highly edited, selective footage, and they've only released about a minute of the total of, I think it's like a 3-hour tape or something, because it includes the before and the afters. They've only included about a minute publicly. So what's going on? What was Robert Morgan talking to Aaron Llewellyn about as they went in to execute Andrew Brown Jr.? Were they plotting about how to assassinate him? Were they planning about how to make it look like it was justified? What exactly were they discussing in the back of that pickup truck where they had their machine guns locked and loaded, ready to, kill an innocent person? I don't know. I would like to know, and that's why we have been out here for 174 days, marching around the county and federal buildings, demanding that they do fucking something. Fucking anything at this point. But instead, all they've done is the Pasquotank County Board of Commissioners decided, let's give them a raise. That's right, imagine you're working customer service at Walmart, and you're having a bad day, so you decide to hop over the counter and take a box cutter and stab someone to death. All right, it's clearly, well, let's say you didn't like that person and you planned it. You knew that they came to Walmart, and so you planned, all right, I'm going to hop over the counter and just stab them in the next 17 times, right? Now, imagine that scenario. Do you think Walmart would give you extra money? Do you think they would give you a paid vacation? Do you think they would give you a raise? Hell no. You would go to fucking jail. If I go out there and shoot someone because they looked at my dog funny, guess what would happen? The cops would find me. I would go to jail. But when the police are the ones doing the murders, all of a sudden, law and order, small and order, it goes right out the fucking window because they don't give a fuck. They've got a license to kill. No one else has a license to kill except for the police in this instance. And they used their license to assassinate an innocent black man who was unarmed trying to escape their assassination attempt. And they got a raise, and they got paid vacation, and they're back on the force, going to Muddy Waters, getting coffee every morning, because this is a life in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. There are homicidal maniacs who decide, I'm going to go become a cop before I go on murder sprees and become a serial killer, because that's the easiest way to do it. You want to kill people for fun? Be a cop. You'll get away with it all the time. especially if you're in Elizabeth City. And that's the message that's being received by the community. If you want to kill people, just become a cop. Maybe I'll become a cop, get my fantasies on, kill a couple people. Why not, right? You're allowed in the United States of America. God fucking bless.